What's up, guys? Ryan with Jet Patrol back. Another video today. We're going to take a look at the all-new announced Hono Studio Spider-Man. And is it as awesome as this? That's right, guys. We're back. We have finally unboxed on this channel the very first figure from Hot Toys Hono Studios, and I have it right here. We're talking about the new Wolverine. The whole unboxing, definitely a different experience in the unboxing. Check out that video. I'll put a link somewhere around here. We go check out the unboxing. I dropped it. Well, I don't know when you're watching it, but before this. And I actually quite like this figure. In fact, I have a photo here of it with all the other Avengers. So we have with Spider-Man, we've got it with the 2012 Captain America, and the classic suit Iron Man, and I think they look quite good together just like that. Now, I would love to see a classic Thor, which they did tease us with. We know we're getting Magneto, and now we know we're getting a black suit Spider-Man, and the question is it as awesome as this? Now, before we even get into the Spider-Man stuff, let's go. This guy, $160 retail plus tax and shipping wherever you got yours, but $160 MSRP for this. You get multiple mouth plates, you get nice paint texture, nice suit, the seam goes down the back, you get claws, you get an extra set of hands, you get some paint defects. I happen to have in mine, I've got a limited edition one of one. Probably not one of one, but as of the recording of this, it's one of one, where the paint application, that there's a black stripe that goes down the boot. Mine only goes one section, and then they miss some paint. So one of one until one of you gets yours, and then there's a paint defect. Now I don't really care, but somebody out there is probably going to care, and they're probably going to send their figure back because it's missing a little bit of black paint. That's not worth a return in my book. But for their very first figure to have a paint defect, typical. It's not even a shocker. But I very much like this figure. I very much like it. I'm happy to have it in the collection. And the only thing I really could gripe about on this is the unboxing experience, like having to cut up the box to put it on the display stand. I think that's kind of stupid. But you know, it is what it is. I'll throw a comic book in it. I got to find a Wolverine comic to throw in it and then go from there. So, regardless, I think it's a pretty cool piece. So let's get into this. We're going to talk about the Hono Toys Spider-Man. Now, the price on this one right here on retail is $175, which is $15 more than Wolverine. That has a head sculpt, that has multiple face plates. We'll see. I'm going to give it a score at the end of this. I'm going to give you what I think it actually should cost. And is it $175? Well, probably not. Let's get into this. So let's blow past the awesome Spider-Man, Wolverine, Iron Man, Captain America photo that I took, which I'm quite proud of, honestly. I think it looks pretty freaking good. And let's get into this Hono Toys Spidey. Now, we do have toe articulation. You can see right off the bat, right off this first photo, it looks quite good. The suit is, we got to understand, this is a inexpensive entry-level, what they're calling entry-level Spider-Man. It's a plastic body with pajamas. I mean, let's call it what it is. Like our Wolverine, we've got, if I can get the mic out here, the Wolverine has seamless arms, which are beautiful, by the way. It's got a brand new body, like sculpted. It's nice. It's a good looking figure. This Spider-Man looks like a 6-scale plastic body with pajamas, which is, it's just a Spider-Man. So, I mean, I'm not totally mad at that. But I do have a gripe with the material they chose for this. It looks cheap. It looks cheap. And I'm all for having a Mezco style 6-scale figure that I can pose and bend and not worry about material. What I don't like about this is I don't like the shimmery iridescence of the suit. I don't like the way the light's playing off of it. Maybe it's supposed to be like a symbiote material and it's supposed to look alive, but honestly, it just looks like a very shimmery wetsuit. And I'm just not in love with it. Just not. So here it goes. You get a lot of stuff with it. You get the typical the Hono toy style base, which you got to cut open the box. You get some switch out eyelets. You get a backpack, which I think is actually pretty cool. And then you get bendable webs, which I got to be honest with you guys, that we should have been getting bendable, posable webs from Hot Toys for years now, and we haven't. So finally, that's a good thing. I got to give that. We're gonna get a few sets of hands, nothing crazy. Definitely nothing like a Hot Toys hand set for Spidey. Like you get like 10 hands. We're gonna get 6. So there's that. Now, if you look at the texture of the suit, again, it just looks not nice. And I'm okay with entry level. I'm cool with that. I don't think this one's gonna hold up. But it says entry grade, 1/6 scale, high quality. That's determining by who, I don't know. Highly articulated, that's probably true. And it's going to be coming out this year, Q4 2024. So I like that. Now what I don't like is how they applied the symbiote spider logo on this thing. If we zoom in, you're going to see it's applied on top of the suit. Now they did that with the Wolverine suit, and that one, I have concerns about that too. I don't think it's perfect. We'll see longevity-wise how this is going to last. But on the actual product photos of this guy, it looks like it's already peeling. It looks like that. And if you want a highly articulated figure and you've got applied decals to a fabric material and you're bending and twisting and just twerking however you want to do it on the Spider-Man figure, I'm not sure how long that symbiote symbol, the spider symbol, is going to last, and I think probably not very long. We don't know, so we'll find out soon enough. But right now, I have concerns about that. I have concerns about the iridescence and the light shimmering effect of the suit. I don't like that. Maybe when I see it in person and it's here on the table to unbox, maybe I'll like it more. We'll have to fast forward 6 months to when it shows up, and we'll know. But as of right now, based on what I'm seeing, not in love with it. And the pose, I like the poses are pretty good. Like if you're going to show, and literally say, if I back this up, highly articulated, like I want to see some straight up highly articulated poses. I want to see the bend the shit out of this thing. That's what I want to see. But this is the Amazing Spider-Man, and this pose is kind of cool, but it doesn't show me highly articulated. This one doesn't show me highly articulated. And this one, they tried. Like they tried, okay? The hands look, like the hands don't match the suit, okay? Again, this is entry grade, entry level, what they're calling it. The hands don't really match the suit, so that's kind of a thing. They're kind of standing out. Like they don't have that shimmery iridescent effect that the suit has. Am I nitpicking for the price point? Maybe. Maybe I am. The backpack, I think, is a pretty cool idea. I don't think I'd ever use it, but I think it's a pretty cool idea. But if we were to look at this, like just as it stands, straight up and down, nothing crazy going on here. The hands, they stand out from the suit. I don't like that. Outside of that, I think the rest of it's probably okay. Toe articulation is nice. I like that. This is nice. You're able to do. I'd love to see like a 360 of this and see what this pose actually looks like. If he's really elongated, like you kind of have to cheat on Iron Man figures, but we don't know that yet. But look at this hand. Look at this. Look at this. It just like the hand to suit material just doesn't quite get there for me. All right. And I don't want to sit here and just bash this thing, and I'm not really, that's not my intent. My intent is just to look at it, because this is our second offering, or not really second offering, our first Spider-Man offering from Hono Studio. And I want to say, hey, what are they going to do with this thing? There's the backdrop. It's fine. Throw a comic book in there. I think it's fine. Yeah, bendable web strings we should have had forever. Swappable eye plates, that's fine. Although, let's be honest, the swappable eye plates aren't really all that different. They're a little bit different, but they're not like striking different like we see with the Hot Toys versions. And that's fine. That's me nitpicking. My problem with this figure is the price point. For what I'm seeing here, it's a $100 figure. maybe $1.20. Maybe I would go to $1.20, maybe $1.25 if I'm really stretching it, because by the time you got shipping and sales tax and all that, you got $150 in this thing. Well, actually, probably more than that. I think the price points is wrong. Now let's look at Wolverine. Wolverine, we got a sculpted, painted face, which actually looks pretty good. Swap out mouth plates. I like that. We got seamless arms, ratcheted elbows, claws. It just looks good, and it costs less than this Spider-Man. Like the value proposition's not there for the Spider-Man for me. And keep in mind also, I have the limited edition 1 of 1 missing the black paint on the boot. So, Spider-Man's got a lot to live up to. But for me, this is a $100 figure, $120 figure. Am I going to jump on the bandwagon and just go, bam, it's $175, it's a good price? No, it's not. Now, I am unfairly comparing it to this Spider-Man that just came out that is freaking beautiful, and it is definitely not $175. Okay, I'm unfairly comparing this, which means it was a really stupid decision to come out with a black suit, symbiote suit, Spider-Man when you just had this one ship. Like that comparison is coming. It doesn't make a lot of sense. They should have done the classic Thor, a classic Iron Man, any other classic, a classic Black Widow would be pretty sick. I'd like to have that. Classic Wasp. I mean, there's the opportunities are endless for comics, right? So I would like to see that, but for me, it's a little bit meh for me. It really is. So I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is me. I'm sponsoring today's video. So a lot of you guys have been asking what's going on with my adapters for the Spider-Man, for the Advanced Suit 2.0, and then obviously the Symbiote Suit Spider-Man. So I have finally launched, it'll be in the description or it'll be a pinned comment down below, down there somewhere. I finally just threw up a Shopify shop with 2 items. One of them is a set of both the ones with the without the legs and ones with the legs for these figures. This one that plugs in and the one that supports the spider legs. I think it's $15 plus shipping, tax, whatever you got to pay for that. And then you're gonna get that one, and you're gonna get 2 adapters. And then if you have a 3D printer, you like doing that, I'll just sell you the files for $10, and I'll email them to you, and you can do whatever you want with them. So you can print 50 of them for yourself if you want to. So there's that, and you can get both. You can do that too. But there's a link in the description below. Sponsored by today's video, sponsored by me. Now I am still tweaking 2 things on here that I want to just perfect a little bit. So if you do order the printed files, the printed parts, give me a couple weeks to get that tweaked, fixed, and boxed up, shipped. If you order the files, give me a week or so to fix that, and then it should be good. And I'll email you the files when they're ready. So this is technically, I guess, a pre-order. I guess you can call it that. We'll see how many people want them, and we'll print them to all that kind of stuff. Now, for the ones I am printing, I am using a fairly strong filament. I'm not just using a basic PLA. These should have a little bit of elasticity too, should have a little bit of strength to it, a little more. So that should be fun to test that out as well. But that's it. Let me know your thoughts on the Hono Studios Spider-Man in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and I got more content coming on the way, including this Padawan. All right. He's coming very soon. Stay tuned for that video. And if you want one of these Spider-Man, check out Pop Collectibles, because that's where I'll be getting mine anyways. As always, collectors alike. See you next time.